How's it? This is Hoala Greavy, founder CEO of Paubox, and thanks for joining us today for this month's version of HIPAA Center. We're joined today with Traven Watase, founder CEO of Scholars App. And without further ado, let's get started. Traven, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell us more about Scholars App?
Sure. Thank you for having me today. So Scholars App is a common application for scholarships. Basically, we're trying to give students the opportunity to go to college by streamlining the scholarship process.
Now, I've read it takes some students 100 hours to apply for scholarships. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, even a lot more. So the average scholarship, it can take up to 5 to 6 hours to apply for one scholarship. And on average, you need to apply for 11 scholarships in order to get one scholarship on average.
11 to 1. Got it. And Scholars App, how are you guys addressing, helping, attacking this market?
Sure, from the student side, basically all they have to do is create an account on our site. And then we matchmake them to all the scholarships they qualify for, and even autofill and submit their application for them. This saves students up to 60% of their time applying for scholarships.
Got it. That's cool. And how long ago did you start this company?
3 years.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So what, you were 19?
19 at the time, yeah.
And I understand you started your own scholarship.
That is correct.
And was that around the same time?
18.
You started your own scholarship before you got out of college. You've already got your own scholarship.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you even in college when you started your own scholarship?
I first started saving the money just before my first week of college.
And you weren't saving the money for yourself. You were saving it for someone else to have a scholarship.
That is correct.
Wow. Pretty interesting, man. So now I did a little reading. Can you tell us more about the peanut butter and jelly sandwich story?
Sure. So basically I wasn't like the best student growing up in high school.
Same here.
So,
yeah.
So you know, I saw that there was like this demographic of students that, for example, maybe they didn't do well in their first 2 years, but they turn around their lives in their last two.
Okay.
But because they'll graduate like, you know, for hypothetical Fs in their first 2 years and As in their last 2 years, it'll average out to a C.
Yeah.
So because of that, when college time comes, they don't really have too much options for applying for scholarships. But I would rather bank on the kid who has trajectory than the kid, you know, that was just my philosophy because that's where I came from. So I wanted to help out that demographic of students. So what I decided to do was I looked at my budget and I was like, oh, what if I save $50 a week on my food bill? By eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 1 week out of every month for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
So I could save $50 every single month, and by the time, if I started it in August, I think it was, then I could save up before, whatever, May or something, and give out a $500 scholarship.
Wow, man, that's cool. So now, you did indeed get the scholarship done, and you awarded it to your first recipient, is that correct?
That is correct.
And where did they go to school?
They went to Leeward Community College.
And this is in?
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Got it, got it. And we're both from Hawaii, but just for our international audience, we gotta clarify things. We have a global audience here. Soon to be. Okay, now your hashtag, 1 million mission. Tell me more about that.
Sure. So basically, we look at the market and then we saw that over $100 million of scholarship money goes unclaimed each year due to lack of applicants. Not only that, but then they're like, to follow up on my scholarship story, yeah, I saved the $500 into my hand, and I had it in my hand, and I was like, all I want to do is give this to a student who deserves it.
Yeah.
But everyone told me, no, you cannot do that.
Because?
The dollar amount was too little.
Oh, wow.
Because of all the red tape and regulations in the scholarships, you're actually preventing individuals and small businesses from going ahead and creating a scholarship.
I didn't know that.
So, taking in that factor that $100 million goes unclaimed each year, and small businesses and individuals are almost prohibited from creating a scholarship, we think that if we can cut that red tape, we can actually enable more money into the market, and that will allow 1 million more students to go to college.
So you're reducing friction both for the applicants, the students, and for the people who want to give the money to the scholarships.
Definitely.
So double-edged bonus.
Exactly.
Got it. And back to creating the account on scholarsapp.com. I imagine there's a lot of personal information that gets entered and is being transacted. And how do you guys address sending and receiving and just the flow of sensitive information?
We use our favorite guys, the Paubox guys, to do that. So, yeah, it's very sensitive information. Like sometimes we're even sending tax forms because the donor, basically we gather all the information that the donor wants.
Yeah.
So if they want tax forms, if they want social security numbers, if they want the FAFSA score, all that stuff, that is very sensitive information.
Yeah.
Along with, we're just dealing with student data in particular. So when it comes from our site over to the donors, to send it to the donor selection committee, we send all the applications via HIPAA compliant email.
That's great, man. That's cool. Living the dream.
Yes, sir.
So, last question. Where do you see the future of your industry, your business going?
Well, I just hope that 1 million more students can go to college.
1 million.
1 million, exactly.
LTD. All right, let's get into the lightning round. All right, so we'll just do some fast, quick questions. Just answer them as fast as you can. Ready? All right. What's your favorite Hawaiian food?
Malasadas.
Yeah. Any particular bakery?
Leonard's.
Yep. Okay, who would win in the octagon? A gorilla or a polar bear? Sorry, polar bear or silverback gorilla?
I think a polar bear.
Team polar bear. Well chosen. Last Halloween costume?
God, it was a Jack from like this book I was reading. It was really lame. Yeah.
A Jack.
No,
like a card?
The character's name was Jack.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, even lamer than that. It was Magic Tree House.
Moving on. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I don't have one.
Your favorite jam?
Don't have one.
You go singing karaoke, you don't have any songs?
I'm asleep in the karaoke bar.
Moving on. How many times have you seen the movie Big Lebowski?
0.
Working on it. What's the book you're reading now?
The Everything Store.
The Everything Store? Last questions. When's the last time you sent a fax?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. Yeah. Right on, man. Well, Traven, thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next month on our next installment of HIPAA Center. I'm HIPAA Center. This is Traven Watase. Aloha.